Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning's meditation. When walking along a beach, we stop, we pick up, and we admire the unique rocks and shells along the way. We're drawn to appreciate the qualities that set things apart from each other in nature, in art, in fashion, even in food. We're surrounded by spectrums of color, sound, flavor, textures, and smells. We're immersed in a world of variety, beyond what we can even fully appreciate or sense. In the same way, the events that we encounter in life come in a variety of ways, causing us to experience a spectrum of emotions, bringing to light our likes, dislikes, vulnerabilities, and fears. It's intended to be that way, a beautiful experience for the senses and the emotions. But at some point, following our arrival here, we're led to believe that instead of supporting each other along the way, we're in competition with each other instead. We can sometimes find it more comfortable to conform rather than stand out in a crowd, trying not to attract attention to ourselves. We abandon that innocent childlike quality of wonder over the things that are unique in exchange for a desire to create a world filled with sameness. We can become ashamed of those qualities that set us apart instead of reveling in and celebrating them. One key on a piano could never play a symphony. One single flower could never provide the elegance of an entire bouquet. One ingredient could never complete a delicious recipe. And one color could never give us the beauty of a rainbow. It's time that we take a step back and begin to appreciate the importance of, beauty of, and magic of diversity in every aspect of our lives, whether that be in the complexity of a challenging emotional situation or the simplicity of our skin tone and appearance. It's all a part of this magical undertaking called life that's meant to engage our sense of wonder and add variety to our experience. And it's all there if we choose to place our focus on it. Where we place our focus is entirely within our control. I want to share a personal transformation to show how that power lies within each of us. You may see me as a pretty calm person, but years ago, I used to have a way of reacting to situations pretty abruptly. I was quick to anger and, honestly, not so good at tempering my choice of words and actions. I learned that if I were to step back and distance myself from the situation, I could cool down, broaden my focus, and take in every side of an issue before allowing myself to react. In the beginning, I would literally take a time out for several days to cool off and reevaluate things in my mind. Over time, I was able to dial that back to a few hours and then a few minutes, and then with years of practice, I found myself able to gently and calmly, in the heat of the moment, focus on the bigger picture, knowing that the opposite reaction wouldn't accomplish anything productive. It was, in a sense, reprogramming a conditioned response that I had picked up from those around me. We all want to see a better world. Well, changing the world begins by changing yourself. The point that I'm trying to make is that you have control over every situation by controlling what you choose to focus on. First, you have to reprogram the conditioned response that already lives within you, just as I reprogrammed my own response to situations. If you choose to focus on the beauty found in the uniqueness that makes each of us who we are, just like appreciating the many nuances found in the spectrums of life around you, you can then let go of the need to compete or conform with others. You can just be. Appreciating your own distinct qualities as well as those of everyone else who's having this life experience with you. Life is tough. It's challenging in so many ways. We weren't all placed here together to make it more difficult for each other. We're all here together so that we can lean on each other when things get hard. But the only way that we can effectively do that is by focusing on our shared qualities and appreciating our unique ones. Seeing our differences as nothing more than locations on a spectrum. So let's take a few moments now to shift our focus. Let's take some time to view our differences as simply locations on the spectrum of life, no different than the shapes, sizes, colors, textures, and fragrances that are shown in nature. Get settled in your chair with your arms and legs uncrossed and your feet flat on the floor. Now join me in taking a full deep breath. And as you release that breath, allow your eyes to close and your body to relax deeper into the chair that you're resting in. With each breath that you let go, transport yourself deeper into a state of pure conscious awareness, leaving all sensations of your body behind. Now create a place in your mind, a place in nature, maybe a field of flowers, on a beach, sitting alongside a mountain stream, or a location deep in the woods. And as you enjoy these next few moments of silence and appreciate the diversity that nature provides, take time to shift your mindset to appreciating the incredible and beautiful diversity of mankind and how each person contributes to the human spectrum. And when our time is up, I'll gently welcome you back. It's now time to gently bring yourself back to the current time and place and start to feel the room that you're in, the chair that you're sitting on. Start to move back into your physical body. And when you feel sufficiently grounded back into your body, go ahead and gently open your eyes. And welcome back. Our bodies are comprised of many components. There are systems within systems within systems that are all distinctly different from each other, but all work together with a common goal: to sustain life. Isn't it time for us to focus on the bigger picture? Imagine if all the energy that's being spent on negative and hateful thoughts and actions was channeled instead into positive, loving action. Just imagine what could be accomplished. I hope that this causes you to see things in a different way, empowering you to create a better world by creating a better you, training yourself to have a greater appreciation for the many spectrums of life. Thank you for taking the time to join me in this morning's meditation. Have a blessed week. Namaste.